So like we always do, we normally start with the USD index, right? So if you look up at the top left, you're going to see it, USD index. So the USD index is the instrument we normally use to analyze, to check the strength of the US dollar, because most of the instruments we do trade, they have their most of them have their bearing, or they have something to do with the strength of the dollar. Okay, so it's very important to check the strength of the dollar before you start your trade. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. All right. So the US index is a basket of uh, all other major currencies compared with the USD. Okay. So you use this to know whether the US dollar is strong or weak. Now, as we always do, we normally start the analysis from the H4 time frame to see what is happening. So as we can see here, we have a break in the market structure. I mean, the market was going up. How was it going up? It was busy creating new highs. Okay, so it broke this previous high. We call it structural high to give us a new high. So the low that breaks this high is this low. So it's a strong low. So to give us this new high, there is the retrace to the downside. So this movement towards the downside should not go lower than this low, okay, for the strength to still be healthy. Now this low becomes, so it retraces down here, right? Then from here it tries to move up to break this high, and it could not break this high. Okay, so it moved down again. From here it finally broke this high. So this is the new low. But if you look at it carefully, you will notice that this low has been taken out. So if this low is taken out, it means there is now a shift to the downside. That means the trend has changed. So on the H4 time frame, technically speaking, now the USD index have shifted to the downside. I mean, it's no longer an upward trend. That's what I'm trying to say. So since this is the high, this is the high that broke this low. So immediately this high broke this low, we now have a shift towards the downside. Okay. So since we have a shift towards the downside, this is the high price, or this is the high, the structural high that took out this low, the structural low. So this becomes our strong, or our strong resistance there, right? Okay, so since this point is there, so you notice after this move downward, it retraces upward and it's going to take out this low, and of course it has already done that. So on the H4 time frame, the market is going down on the for USD index, right? So that means the dollar is on a downward trend. But if you watch carefully, you notice this high has been able to take out this low. Okay, so on a downward trend, we normally look at for the structural lows to be taken out, then the structural highs to be respected. So this level has been respected. I mean, it was not taken out. Also, this level has not been taken out. So what we normally see is on a downward trend, we expect the market to be doing something like this to move down and take out this low, right? Then from there, it moves up again and respect this high that took out this low. That means it should stop somewhere here. So you can use a Fibonacci level to know the exact point it should stop. Then of course it moved down again. So what we're trying to say is that the trend is downward. Okay, now, okay, if it is downward, you notice we have taken out this low. So whenever a structural low is taken out, we normally expect a retracement to the upside. So I'm already expecting that retracement on USD for today. So I expect the dollar to strengthen a little bit. I expect the dollar to strengthen a little bit. I expect the dollar to strengthen a little bit. So at what point are we expecting to what range are we expecting this trend? So you can use your Fibonacci and draw from the point A to the point B, right? Then of course, so we're expecting a retracement that can take as high as this point towards the anywhere above the 50%. We call it the premium, right? That means the market is giving us premium for a sell. So we're expecting a movement to the upside. So if we're expecting that, now let's move straight to Euro USD. Let's start from Euro USD. Bear in mind that on the dollar, we're expecting a movement to the upside. So same thing here. We're going to start with the H4 time frame, right? So if you look here carefully, you notice that from the H4 time frame, you notice that this low, right? This low has been tapped, as you can see here. this point has tapped this low, so that means it is this high that took out this low. So since this high took out this low, so we are on a downward movement on the H4 time frame, please, not M15 or even uh, M30. On the H4 time frame, on the H4 time frame, Euro USD is still on the downward trend. But you notice still on this downward trend, all of this is called retracement, right? But you notice if you move to a lower time frame like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, all of this will be seen as a trend. So we call this internal structure, okay? So we call this internal structure on the higher time frame. So until this movement upward is able to take out this high, then we can now say on the H4 time frame that there is now a shift, right? That means the H4 time frame is now trending upward. Now, the reason why we are looking at H4 time frame is because of the market is largely divided into two. We have the big money and the small money. Of course, the big money are the banks, right? The hedge funds. So the least time frame they normally consider is the H4. So it's best for you to also consider that H4, so that then consider H4, then now go down to a lower time frame like the 15 minutes to pick your trade. So then you know that your trade is aligned to what the big money is doing. I can tell you, it is the banks or the hedge funds, those big players, they are the ones that make more money on the market. So you want to align your trade into what they are doing. Okay. Now, all of this movement upward, we have been expecting a movement to the downside. That means this this down here should be the target, and up here should be the side that is being protected. So if you understand that very well, let me move to a much lower time frame so that we can pick our trade. Okay. All right. Now I hope all of you can see my screen, and I hope it's not too clumsy for you to understand. I just have this different these indicators that shows the different session. Okay, if this is looking too clumsy, let me empty it a little bit. All right, so we are looking for Euro USD, right? So for Euro USD, I'll be looking at a buy position if the market can trade above this high here. For Euro USD, I'm looking at a buy position if the market can trade above this high. Obviously, we should be expecting the market to tap this high because there are some liquidity. We have liquidity that is resting above this high. Okay, so if the market can trace or can move towards this level, I'll be looking at a buy, right? So I'll be looking at a buy if the market can trade towards this level. 1 point, so it's a range. Please take note, it's a range 1.07319 to 1.07395. So anywhere here, I will be looking at a buy. Why? The reason is because it will be looking forward to tap this levels up here, right? So if you look up here lies the liquidity for the Sydney and of course the New York for yesterday. But guess what? From what we analyzed on the H4 time frame, right? So we saw all of this movement to be a mere retracement on the H4 time frame. That means in no time this market can turn. So if you watch, I already have some sales, right? Watch, I already have some sales because I am optimistic that the market will trade to the downside for today. Please take note on Euro USD. I'm optimistic that the market will trade to the downside for today. So therefore, we'll be looking forward to sell for you now. You want to sell once the market can trade towards this level. So sell at this level, please. You want to sell at
Okay.
this level. Hello.
Àwọn olùdókòwò owó tó èlò ló wá gbà.
Sorry, let me mute this thing. Okay. So please, you want to sell at this level. You want to sell at 1.07000. So if Euro USD can pull down towards this level, please, you want to take a sell. And I'm expecting it to do that because this below here, you can see below here is where we have the this evening session, right? That is the liquidity that is lying below it. Okay. So in the market, I'm optimistic that it will go down for today, right? So if it goes down below this level, you want to sell. You want to sell. All right, let's look at GBP USD. Trying to be fast because we've lost enough time. So GBP USD. So so that movement we're expecting, I think is already playing out gradually on GBP/USD, movement towards the downside. So for today, I'm expecting Euro USD, GBP USD to trade towards the downside. So H4 time frame, same thing. So I normally start with H4 time frame. Okay. Now, if you look carefully, you notice this is trending upward, right? If you look carefully, you notice this is trending upward on the H4 time frame. That means this is the low that took out this high. So it formed a new low. So it formed a new low, right? And this is the low that took out this high. So since this is the low that took out this has been taken out. So this is upward trend. But remember, whenever the high is taken out, you normally have a retracement. So this is the point where the high was taken out. So this is the movement that took out this side. So from here upward, it's like an extension, and that extension doesn't continue for too long. So we're expecting a retracement. So how do you know how much retracement? So I can use this tool called Fibonacci. So I'll draw from a point, from this point A, from the low leg here, I'll draw to the highest point there, right? So I'm expecting a retracement. So that means I'm expecting GBP/USD to trade towards the downside. As you can see, the movement have already started. As you can see, first leg, second leg, third leg. So as I'm expecting it to trade below 50 here, right? Once it comes below 50, remember we are still on the upward trend. So we have gotten our bias on the H4 time frame, which is very, very important. So since we've gotten our bias that we're expecting a movement towards the downside, please, if you have questions, you can go to the chat room, drop your question. Okay, I can't see your screen. Somebody say you cannot see my screen. Really? Okay, let me share it again. Please check now whether you can see. Check whether you can see now. Okay, okay. Thank you, Pastor C. I can see you there. Thank you, thank you. So let me continue. So for GP USD on the H4 time frame, it's good to have the H4 perspective of the market before you now go down to a lower time frame like 30 minutes or 15 minutes to pick your trade. So on the H4 time frame, we're expecting a movement towards the downside, right? We're expecting a movement towards the downside. Please, this movement towards the downside still mean on the H4 time frame is still trending upward. So this is like a breather, okay? So you know when you breathe in, you need to breathe out. So this is like breathing out. So this leg is like breathing out. This leg is like breathing out. Okay, let me do it from here. This leg is like breathing out, like you breathe out. Then this leg is like breathing in. So this is how the algorithm of the market works. This is like breathing in. So this leg also is like breathing out. Now you're following it very well now. So this other leg will be like breathing in. Please take note, this is how the market works. So, because once a structural level is broken, like we have this level that was taken out, so it was because this level was taken out, that was why we started riding the upward trend. If this level was not taken out, so this is the leg that took out this level. If this level was not taken out, we're still on a downward trend. What do I mean? This is a high, this is a lower high. But guess what? This is the leg that took out this high. Therefore, since this high is taken out, we're now on the upward trend. So from here upward, it's like the extension. So after the extension, we expect retracement towards the downside. And that is what we have here. So same thing, bring that same knowledge or copy and paste that knowledge into this other leg. So after this move upward, then we're expecting another move downward. Okay, you understand that very well. So on the H4 time frame, we're expecting the price to trade towards the downside. I hope I'm not too fast because we are already out of this is just the second instrument. Okay, so and we have a lot of instrument to cover. I hope I'm not too fast, and I hope you're getting value. All right, so I would move to a lower time frame, 15 minutes, right? Because most of our traders here, most of them are intraday traders, okay? So you can see that once I move down to a lower time frame, I already know what I'm expecting, right? I already know what I'm expecting. I already know what I'm expecting, right? That means I'm expecting this to trade towards the downside, at least for today. But that doesn't mean the H4 time frame is not still pumping upward, right? So I would like to sell. I would like to sell once I see that the price can trade. Now, if you look at the price, is already tapping the liquidity below the Sydney session. So I would like to sell once this price can trade further. Well, let's do an instant sell, please. So let me enter an instant sell 0.02 there. So that instant sell I just did. So you can as well join me. The last time we did this, we all made profits, right? So I would like to please on GPUSD we took an instant sell, right? Because we're expecting it to trade towards the downside. So let me do this. Let me take this. How many pips now? 20 pips, right? That's manageable now. Then of course I'll put my stop loss far ahead of the this range here. Okay. Or I can look at for more, let's say 30 pips, right? Now, this is instant execution we just did, right? Now, just like the what we did the last time. After taking this trade, please always like the video we recorded the last time. After the trade we took, all of those trades, three of them we took were in profit, so you can check them out. I have a recorded session for that, so if you request for it, I'll give you. So this is sell here. Now, for those of us not this aggressive, no, remember for you to trade very well on the market, like what Ray Dalio said, you have to be aggressive to make money, conservative to save money, right? So that means you have to both be aggressive and conservative. So now this is an aggressive entry we did. For those of us conservative on the market, you want to wait until the market can trade below this level. Why this level? Because you can see that that is the low here of this Tokyo for now. So once the price trade below 1 point, I'm giving you the range now. So if the price can trade below this range, hold on a bit, this range 1.22395 to 1.22344. So this range. So if the price trade below this range, then you want to take a sell position, right? Then for the buy, remember this is the high we saw on the on the H4 time frame. So if the market can trade above this high, look at this high, please. The market can trade above this high, then you want to look out for a buy position, which I know it will be hard for you to trade above that high for today. Okay, but my bias is for a sell. Okay, it's for a sell. So please keep an eye on it. I hope we are all following and getting value. So let me look at the chat board and take some questions. Okay, Bukola is saying I am interested. Please send it to me. Okay, you have to reach me. It's not for you to drop your number. Please don't drop your number. You have to reach me. I'll drop my number towards the end or at the end of this meeting. So at the end, please, I'll drop my number that you reach me. Then, so please give us the value of the sell. I took an instant sell, right? I took an instant sell. It was an instant sell I took. Then if you watch carefully, your chart should also be on 15 minutes time frame. Then if your chart is on 15 minutes time frame, just below the two lows, so you can see we're having a double lows here. Okay, just below the two lows here, right? If the price can trade below those two lows, then you want to do a sell, right? You want to do a sell. You want to do a sell. Okay, this is for GPUSD. Let's move on, please. Let's look at which other instrument should we consider? Excuse me. Okay, Jacob, raise hand. Okay, Jacob, raise hand. So let me hear you, please. You can drop your message. Just drop your message, please. Ukebo, okay, Daniel. He says, sir, please, I need indicator. Okay, fine. Please, you can get all of these indicators in our offices, the one in Lagos, the one in Abuja, depending on where you're connecting from, okay? Or you can reach me. You can reach me towards the end. I'll drop my number. All right, let's consider other instrument. Time is fast spent. So which other instruments are for the currency first, please? Let's do one more currency before we dive into gold, US 30, D30. Let's do one more currency. So which of the currency do you want us to analyze? The first persons come first. The first person that will give us an instrument. No currency. Okay. AUD card, USD card. Okay, let's look at. So I'll just look onto M here, right? Uh-oh.
Ó jẹ́ example yìí, ó ní ká lo instrument mi fún ọ̀nà.
Instrument wo?
Kò tí pick.
All right. Someone just said we should look at a USD card. So let me do that very, very fast. So USD card. Okay, that's USD card there. So same thing. I normally try to get a bias from the H4 time frame. You know what I do now, right? And it has been working and it's very profitable, right? So this is the high, right? So from here, for this, what are we saying here? So let me look what we have here. So, okay, these are two lows. So you can see these are two equal lows. From here to here, these are two equal lows. And whenever the market sees two equal lows, the market normally go out for it, right? So that means USD card might be trading to the downside, right? So I can also check the strength of the USD and card. Please follow me. I would want to share my screen again. So let me share this screen again. Okay. So I've shared my screen again. So I can use this forest, this FinVis here to check for the strength of the currencies. I hope you already know this website. Or if you don't know this website, please, you can take it up from here. It's www.finvis.com. Then you click on Forex here, right? Then, of course, you click on Performance. You get to see the one-day relative performance of USD with other major currencies. So the reason why I'm checking this, I can see that USD is ahead of CAD here. Okay, so the currencies towards the left are the strong currencies. The currencies towards the right are the weak currencies. So this is a daily performance, right? As you can see this. So for now, for this moment, the USD is ahead of the CAD. So let me switch back. Let me go back to my chart. Okay, so having seen that, so I'll go down to 15 minutes time frame right now. So I'm on 15 minutes time frame. So for USD card, quickly, we want to place a buy, right? We want to buy if the price, so it's a buy we want to do on USD card, right? So we can see multiple levels where this market have been tested. So this is a first rejection point, second rejection point. So if this price can tap or trade above this level, you can see that level is where we have as the Asian session range, right? So if this market can trade above this level, then I'll be doing a buy. So I want to buy if the market can trade. Please, this is USD card, 15 minutes time frame. So if this market can trade above this level, as you can see my price, I'm going to show you the price. So look towards your right hand side, you'll see the price. So 1.36 around that area, 1.36 to 1.37, right? So from 1.36 to 1.37, I would like to do a buy. So what if this market pushes down to the downside, right? Pushes down like this, right? So I would like to use a buy limit. So if the price pushes down to the downside like this, I would like to use a buy limit. So I'll just be doing buy for the person that say USD card. I'll just be doing buy for today So buy above this level or buy if it retraces further to this level, and that's a 1.36 again, right? This level 1.36. So this range. I hope you can see the price level I'm trying to point out for you. This area, right? All right then. But from what we saw, from what we saw on that film base, we saw that the strength of the dollar is stronger than that of the card, right? It's stronger than that of the card. So because of that, for for an aggressive entry, I would like to take a buy. So I would like to take a buy. Then of course I would like to use my take profit to be maybe 30 pips like I did earlier, right? Then of course my stop loss. So I've done another instant buy, another instant trade. My stop loss should be below this verified support here. Okay. Now we have done two three currency pair. Let's move to commodities, right? Let's do gold, please. Gold very fast. Okay, I have a lot of questions here. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Mobolaji, thank you very much. I can see what you did there. You were able to answer that question for me. Thank you. So you just go to www.finviz.com, right? You get to see it. All right. So for gold, let's look at gold. Wow, this precious metal has been doing very well, right? Right? You know, there's something we call flight to safety. Flight to safety is whenever there is a crisis in the world or perceived crisis, like what we're having in the US right now, right? The Silvergate Bank, the SVB, that is the Silicon Valley Bank, right? And of course, the Signature Bank, they are all going down or they are already down. So investors are now looking for other safer place, right, to put in their funds, right? And gold serve as one of the best safe haven. So that means, of course, what we know in our basic economies, if demand for a particular commodity increases, the price also will skyrocket. So that is what has been happening to gold here, and gold has been enjoying it, right? Because gold has been trading to the upside. As you can see, gold has just touched 2,000 US dollar per ounce, right? So quickly, if you look at it from the H4 time frame, you will notice it has been breaking structure to the upside, right? It has been breaking structure to the upside, upside, upside. Then now we're expecting a retracement. Remember from what we saw on the USD index that we did here. Remember, don't forget, on this USD index, we said we're expecting it to trade towards the upside, right? And gradually, let me zoom into the area, and gradually we are seeing it trying to give us or print for us bullish candlestick. So we expect this movement to trade towards the upside. So if we expect this to trade towards the upside as a retracement because of this break of structure here, then excuse me, then it means gold, this precious metal, where we should be expecting it to retrace towards the downside, expecting it to retrace towards the downside. So I would just like to use my fib here. I will draw from the structural low. So this is the structural low that took out this high, right? Okay, so this structural high here. So we'll be expecting gold to do some little retracement towards the downside, and it has started doing it already, as you can see. You're also a witness that gold is already doing that retracement. So usually I normally expect retracement to go below 50%, and since 1.8 is one of the best level. So going below 50% is like giving you a discounted price for you to do more buy, right? Because it's upward trend. But remember, you can also take advantage of the retracement. So since we have said that on this H4 time frame, then I'll move quickly. So you can see now there is a tradition to look at it from H4 time frame first, then you come down to your choices time frame. Now that can be 30 minutes or 15 minutes, but I've been using 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes time frame, wow, it's already giving me what I want. Okay, wonderful. So I would like to do a sell, please. I would like to do a sell, right? Instantly. I like to do a sell instantly for the aggressive entry. But for those of us that are not aggressive enough, right? Very, very conservative. Okay, I'm hearing indices, indices, indices. So once I'm done with this, I'll go to A indices, okay? All right. So if gold can trade below this level, I would like to take a sell. Please take down or take notes. If gold trades below this level, 1967.70 to 1965. So around this range, so I would like to do a sell. So remember, I would like to sell, right? So what if gold retraces towards the upside? I will still want to do a sell. Take note. What if gold retraces towards the upside? Because as you can see, we are having some equal highs here, right? So starting from yesterday, right? We are having some equal highs here. We're having some equal highs here. We're having some equal highs here. So if gold retreats towards the upside around this level, I would still like to sell. So you can do, so this one would be a sell limit, right? A sell limit around this area. Please, I am on 15 minutes time frame. That means if your chart is of 15 minutes, you should be seeing the same thing I'm saying, right? So if gold retraces towards this level, I would still like to do a sell. Now there's a way I normally do it, right? I can start with a smaller volume, right? So if it retraces towards my second point of interest, so this is like my first point of interest. So if it retraces further towards my second point of interest, I would like to take another volume, right, to add to it. So we are selling at one point. So we are selling at 1986 around this area, right? Let me give you, it's a range, it's not a particular price, it's a range. So 1984 to 1986 around this range, we want to do a sell, or we can sell when it trades below this level. But I can tell you, for aggressive entry, I would like to jump in with a sell. So let me just jump in with that small volume there. Then I would like to look at this as take profit. And of course, I will hide my stop loss above this level. All right, so we have looked at, so let me check the chat room. Okay, please, for all of this, your question, you can get to your account officers, okay? For most of them, like, how do I get the session on my chat? Or you can get to me. So please, I'll drop my Emmanuel. That's my namesake there. I can see you there. So I will drop my number at the end. So you can get to me or you can get to your account officer. So Joseph is saying, I'm already making profit. Oh, wow. That means you need to pay tithes. Wow, it's already past 9. But thank God, we are already having a proof. Somebody's already making profit on the trades we took. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, quickly. We have done. We have. I can't see. I can't see your chat. Is it true that you cannot see my chat? Ngene, please check. You can see it. Oh, you have to see it. Please, let's now do US 30, D30, and okay, me too. Okay, you guys are already making profit. Wonderful. That means my trades too is already on profit. All right, so quickly let's look at US 30, right? US 30 very fast. Are you with me? US 30. So for US 30, what can we see here? What can we see here? So we can see that this level is a high, right? This level here. But you notice it has been breaking structure towards the downside. Then there is now a shift in market structure here, this movement upward. So you should be able to get. Please just give me like 5 seconds. Let me pick my charger. All right, quickly, let's continue. I hope you guys are still there. So we can see that this movement upward broke this structure towards the upside. So we're already having a shift, right? So that means we can say the market is trading towards to the upside on for US 30, right? So you can see this higher low here, right? See this higher low. But you notice the price has not been able to take out this high, right? So it is targeting that high. So let's move to a lower time frame and I'll show you how to go about the trade, right? So you want to do a buy if the price can trade up further and punch this liquidity that's lying above this area here. So if the price can punch high towards above this level, you want to do a buy, right? So buy when the price can trade above this level. This is 15 minutes time frame for clarity. So if the price punches above this 32594 to this 32633, so you want to do a buy. Otherwise, then if you can trade below this moving average, my 50 period moving average, then it will be a sell, right? So that will be a buy stop and this will be a sell stop, right? So if the price trade further below this level, I would like to do a sell. Okay, that is what you do for US 30. So pretty much, let's look at V30 here. Very similar movement. So quickly on the M15 time frame. So please just spare me more time because we started a bit late. So normally the session is supposed to be from 8 to 9, but it's already past 9. Okay, so you are going to spare me a little bit time, right? More time. Okay, you cannot see my chart. My chart, I've shared my chart. I hope you can see it. All right, so for the D30, you want to do a buy if the market can trade above this level. So if it can trade above, sorry, let me mute this, okay? So you want to do a buy if the market can trade above this Tokyo, yeah, right? So because it will be targeting that level. So you want to buy if the price can trade. Please, this is M15. So you want to do a buy if the price can trade above this level, right? And that will be 15313 around that area. Then of course you want to do a sell if the price can trade below this level here. Okay. All right, so we're making progress. So what other instrument do you want us to do? I can see someone is saying US 2000. I can see someone is saying, I can see someone is saying US 2000. Okay, someone, okay, US 100. Please, I'm going to be taking all the question one after the other. We have so many questions here. Okay, Adeni is saying, since you are making profit, you can go ahead. Okay, please. We have done gold. Okay, let's look at US 100. US 100, please. US 100. So, sorry. So let me do US 100. Yeah. Okay, I already have it here. So this is US 100. So, so as you can see, US 100 on the H4 time frame is clearly on an upward trend, right? So that means the big players are interested in buying this instrument, right? That's the Nasdaq. So you can see it has a breaking structure towards the upside. So this is like a push towards the upside, a retracement towards the downside, which is close to 32.8 or even 23% retracement. So it pushes again towards the upside. It is bound to do a retracement, which it has done, right? As you can see that. And now it is pushing again towards the upside. Okay, so this is upward trend for you. So you go to 15 minutes and of course you look out for your entries, right? So since I want to buy, I'll be looking at for the price to come down and tap this area, right? So once it comes down and tap this area, I'll be doing a buy. So because we have liquidity that is lying below this evening session, so the price won't come and tap that area. So I'll be doing a buy for me, and that will be a buy limit. Okay, so a buy limit around this range for US 100, a buy limit around this range 12673 to 12665. So around this range, you want to do a buy. But if we have some surprises and this price pushes up further towards the upside, then you want to also buy around this area. Okay. So because it is on an upward trend, so you want to take advantage of the impulse towards the upside, right? So if the price also can trade above this level again, so I also would like to do a buy. So please keep an eye on it. You see, I'm sure you're going to make good profit for today. All right. So US 2000. So I can see someone is asking, please, is the US okay? Our gold is giving us profit. Our okay for those of us that took the instant, for those of us that took the instant sell on gold, I'm sure you're basking on profit right now. Then the the GPUSD has shown some profits. It has retraced a little bit. Okay, fine, that's good. So please, the USD card. So for the person that is asking, the USD card was a buy. We took a buy there on USD card. Okay. So my joy is that you've been able to make some profits. Okay. So that is what we do. So if you have your friends or people around you that have not been trading, please, you want to do well, and of course invite them. Okay, to our office so that they can come and fund account and of course start trading. Or you can even give them numbers, which I'm going to drop the number for you. So if you have your friends, so if you're making profit, you should also bring your friends in, right? To come and join you and make profit. So the number I will drop, please, you want to give it to your friends, okay? To call. All right, let's do the last one, US 2000. Fatimo Adebola, I can see you there. Thank you too. Thank you too. So the last instrument, let's look at US 2000, very heavy instrument. Please, this instrument, if you don't have good capital base, you don't want to go close, okay? This instrument is very heavy. If you don't have good capital, if you don't have minimum 200K in your account, please, you don't want to go close. So that means if you're already trading it, you want to do a top up on your account. You want to add more funds to your account. Okay. So let's look at US 2000 because this instrument is one instrument that if you analyze it very well, you're sure of making good profits. Analyze this instrument very well, you're sure of making good profit. All right. So, but clearly for what we can see here, this is a downward trend. As you can see, from the H4 time frame, all the candlesticks are all being printed below my 50 period exponential moving average. That's one. Then two, it has been breaking structure to the upside. Let me draw it clearly so that you can see, because you need to draw something like this on your chart so that at least you understand what the higher time frame is doing, right? As you can see, so this structure alone I just drawn is a downward trend, my dear. This structure is a downward trend. This is a downward trend on the H4 time frame, right? So just imagine for one sec if you have been following this thing on a downward trend, right, from up here. It means you would have been making massive profit, understanding, because the first thing you want to do on the market is to have a bias, right? And this is the bias we're trying to establish on the H4 time frame, that this thing is trading downward. You notice that it has been so careful that it has not taken out the high. So watch what I mean. This high was maintained, right? This other high was maintained. It could not take out this high. This high was maintained. It was not a mistake, oh, right? This high was maintained. The next time this one moved up, it maintained this other high. It could not take out this high, right? Now the next, you can see this movement downward. So now it's trying to go up. it will also try to maintain this high, not to take out this high, right? But if you notice, it's taking out the structural lows, right? It's pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out. So this is considered a retracement towards the upside, right? All right. So once this movement upward exceed, okay, let me draw it for you. Once this movement upward exceed this high, then we now have a shift in the market structure, and that is now the reversal of the market. Okay. So but as you can see, it's still retracing towards the upside. So 15 minutes time frame. This is the last instrument we are looking at for today. It's already past 9. So I want to do remember it's retracing towards the upside, and look at this line here, that line we drew. Remember this line we drew, right? So this price will find it difficult to get towards this point before it will turn and start going down. Please look at this point. This point is 1798.7, yeah, right? 1798.7. So it will find it difficult to get towards this point before it will turn and start going down to start following the H4 time frame, right? Now, please, what we are trying to do here is most persons do have this confusion. The higher time frame is going up, the lower time frame is going down. What should I do? Which should I follow? That is exactly what I'm trying to explain here, right? So on this lower time frame, you can see that the market is trading towards the upside, right? As you can see, it's trading towards the upside. But on the H4 time frame, this is only a retracement, right? So it's only a retracement, and we expect that it should not touch this level. If it trades above this level, this particular line, it means it has broken structure towards the upside. So we want to do a sell. We want to do a sell if the price can trade below this level. So please sell this instrument, right? So you're going to use a pending order, and that will be a sell stop. If the price trade below this level, you do a sell. Now, if the price can punch above this level, then you enter a buy. You enter a buy. Please, if you enter a buy, of course, your stop loss will be here, right? If you do a sell here, your stop loss will also be here. Then you can aim for okay, that's what I'm equally doing. Tolu Lokwe, I'm also selling gold, right? And I'm on profit there. I'm on profit. You are selling, I'm selling. Now, so in came is saying, how do you get the liquidity you refer to? It is very simple. So if see what I mean there in came. So if the price move down like this, right, and move up like this, and move down again like this, right? Follow me, please. Now you notice this low has gone lower than this low, right? The reason why this low, because this thing is this what I'm doing is up, is a downward trend. Okay, please, this is for you now. Please, what I'm doing is actually a downward trend. So see what I mean. So remember, as it's going down, this low have to be lower than this low. The reason is there will be some money here. Those money is what we call liquidity, right? So there will be some money here, and that money is usually stop losses. So this market will try to trade towards that level, right? So that's what I call liquidity. So the next time it's going down, it will want to go below this level. So it will be targeting these lower levels to take it out. Then it will be trying to protect this upper level, right? So that the market will continue to move down. So this is for the candlestick structure. Then also for the different time zone, this also happens for sessions rather. For the different session, I have this indicator that shows me the different session, right? So this is New York, this is Sydney, this is so above this session, this same thing also happens, right? Above this session. So if we have a range like we normally have in the Sydney and Tokyo, so when London comes in, London normally trades above the highs and the lows of those sessions. I believe I've been able to answer that question. So Tolutokpa is saying, I'm selling good, but he's buying now. He's not buying. That's just a little retracement. Okay, you have your take profit and your stop loss in place. So just trading needs patience. Just keep to it. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Since there is no other question, please do wait to join us again tomorrow. This morning market review is every day, right? 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. All right, then let me drop my number. Thank you very much. Let me drop my number 090. So those of us that needs this particular recording, you can reach me 090-2626-4507. So Emmanuel is my name. Okay. Thank you. I can see you there. Eloviano. I can see you. All right then, guys. See us
Can you say
tomorrow.
the number again?